All right, I think I'm live. Let's go. All right. So, I want to give everybody another quick update on our weather. As if you live in Northeast Dallas County, if you live in Saxe or Garland or Valette, Mesquite, most likely you're seeing, well, some of you anyway, could be seeing some hail. So, I want to give a quick update on that. So, we are seeing anywhere from pea size to half, in some cases, half dollar, penny, dime, things like that. Now, I do know there's been some bigger reports in Collin County. We'll talk about that in just a second. So there's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Collin County until 3 o'clock, until 6:30. So let's zoom in on that one a little bit. Okay, so we have several storms in Collin County, east of McKinney, northwest of McKinney, near Frisco, Prosper. So these are all producing some size of hail. But let's go right back to this particular storm that's in Garland, Saxe area. So you can see there is some peak reflectivity there. And so let's go to the hydrometer layer here, and we will get, let's see what we got going on here. Oops, let's try this one. Yeah, so definitely seeing some. Remember, the red is rain hail mix, and then when you get into the yellow, which we have one little yellow core there, that's just southwest, at least of this as of this radar scan, just southwest of George Bush and Highway 78. So if you are in that area, just definitely might be some bigger hail there. And Susan, hail again. Yes, it is hailing again. So hopefully it's not too big where you're at, Susan. Let me know what your size is. So, like I said, it's not something that's again. We're not talking about in most cases. We're not talking about golf ball size hail, anything like that. But we are talking about penny size hail, dime size hail, maybe quarter size hail. Although that's typically, I don't think we've seen anything that big in Northeast Dallas County. Now I know we've seen reports of that in other parts of the metroplex, but not here. At least not that I know of. If you have, you know, put it in the comments section and we'll talk about that. All right, so let's get a little bit bigger picture here. Like I said, there is no severe thunderstorm warning for Northeast Dallas County, which is good. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Um, all right, so we've still got a little bit of hail core in Saxe, really. So if you're anywhere in Saxe, Susan pea size, but more of it. Yeah. Well, that's as much as we don't like any kind of hail. At least it's small, so that's good. Christy Davis, quarter size at my son's house. Yeah, I did see that report earlier. Thank you, Christy. Hopefully, that's most of the time quarter size is not doesn't do a whole lot. So hopefully that's the case for your son. So let's hope that's the case. All right, so let's focus on these two storms here that's in Northeast Dallas County for the moment. So, like I said, so neither one of these storms are severe warned at the moment, but it's something that we definitely want to keep an eye on. I think it could go severe if we're not careful. So I would say the one I would be most concerned about, and concerns are relative things, so don't get me wrong, is this one right here. So this is right now, as of this radar scan, this is just about to cross over from the Dallas County, Rockwall County line. So right along 30, so the lake. I would say if you're in Rockwall, Fate, Heath, watch out for this particular core. Like I said, it's not severe warned at this point, so we're not talking about anything too big, but it could go severe at any time. Doesn't mean it will, but it could. So that's what my concern is. It's starting to ramp up a little bit. Now the other core is, of course, right over Saxe, and we are just getting a warning. So let's hold on a second, see what we got. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. So this storm is just severe warned. Let's see. So 60-mile-an-hour wind, half dollar size hail. Okay, so that's okay. That's what I thought. So I'm not surprised at all to see that. So let's zoom back out a little bit. So the yellow box will pop up on here pretty quick, and we'll get an idea of what we got going on here. Let's see. We'll get this graphically. I think it's going to be, let's see, what did they say? It's going to be, yeah, for eastern Dallas County, Rockwall County, part of Hunt County, part of Kaufman County. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that kind of matches. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's zoom out on this a little bit. Yeah, so you can see, and actually they're covering a couple of different storms with this warning, with this polygon. So I'm going to do this a real injustice by drawing this. But there you go. So that's the area of the severe thunderstorm warning. So like I said, so not everybody in that polygon is going to have see hail per se, but if you live in that polygon, then definitely be on the lookout. You could see hail at any time. So again, if you live in Terrell or you know someone in Terrell, Forney looks like you're going to split the difference here and go between those storms, it looks like. But Heath, the south side of Rowlett, Rockwall, Heath, those cities again, and then up to the northern part of the storm, Saxe, Wiley, although that's not near as intense as the core that is just south of Rowlett. So if you live, I should say, in that part of eastern Dallas County, Rowlett, Rockwall especially, if you live in that area, definitely be on the lookout for this particular storm. All right, so Angela, any rotation in Sunnyvale? Well, you know what? Let's find out, because I did start to see that little signature there. Well, yeah, a little bit. So for those who are interested, just right here, just weak rotation, nothing too terribly concerned about. The next radar scan might take care of that. But yeah, it's something that we definitely just want to keep an eye on. But let's go back to reflectivity. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate that heads up. Yeah, so probably what you're seeing a little bit, and again, this is the next radar scan could change. But that's wants to be a little bit of a hook. I hate to even use that word, but like I said, the next radar scan could go away. So nothing to get too concerned about at this point. But this particular storm is severe warned, so we definitely want to keep an eye on it. All right, so let's put this in motion. As a matter of fact, if we put this in motion, that'll give us an idea about this, how this storm is evolving. So let's go ahead and thank you, Debbie, for that report at Wiley about marble-sized hail. I hate that you're reporting marble, but thank you for the report. I appreciate that. And as soon as this radar wants to go into motion, then we will see what we got. And well, maybe it will at some point. I think everybody is taxing the servers, as they say. There we go. Yay, finally. All right. So let's see how that storm evolves. So like I said, this goes back about 3-4 hours. So you have to kind of go through. Yeah, you can kind of see at the end there it wants to develop a little bit of rotation. It looks like it's weak rotation, but we definitely want to keep an eye on it. That's for sure. All right, so let's go back to the velocity scan on this. Yeah, I don't think that's updated since the last time we looked at it. Hopefully, no, it hadn't been updated yet. So hopefully we'll get a better idea about that particular rotation. If any, it looks like it's not, like I said, it's not very strong. Let's see what the radar estimates. About 30 knots. So low level rotation. So that's 40 miles an hour, something like that. Nothing to write home about, thankfully. But something we definitely want to watch. And like I said, and while we're waiting for that to update, make sure it didn't update. No, you can kind of see these hail contours here, these hail paths. So which kind of matches up with what we looked at before. So I think we had the first report I saw hail was in University Park. And then, it kind of went through northeast Dallas County, through downtown Garland and west side of Saxe, central side of Saxe, I should say. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Hope you are having fun. You should maybe have more fun than we are, although it's not too bad in our neighborhood. Don't worry about it. But it's Yeah, probably. So you can see that hail path. Oops, let's go this other way here. Yeah, so like I say, kind of skirted up just northeast, then kind of petered out near Princeton. Let's see what we got here. Another severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, this is gonna be for Collin, Fannin, and Grayson County until 7:15, and we'll look at that storm in just a second. Uh, we still have a scan on that one, so let's go back to reflectivity here. While we're waiting on that radar scan to update, it just updated. Okay. Okay, so I did not like the look of that storm. Now let's go back to. Okay, real quick before we do that. These storms up here, McKinney, Blue Ridge, south west of Bottom. Watch out for that. They just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for that. But my concern is this particular storm right here. All right, so let's zoom in here. All right, so they just did a radar update. So let's go to velocity. I don't know what that one. Yeah. Okay. The good news is it's nothing terribly tight, so it's good. But let's see, if you go back to reflectivity, kind of match this up here. Yeah, definitely not anything that's terribly strong, but definitely got some weak rotation in there. Let's see if they updated the radar's information on this. Nope, still the same. Okay, 33 knots. Let's put this in motion here. Oh, they just did it, so hold on. Let me put this in motion. Okay. So we're starting to see this particular storm is starting to dominate this cluster that was around. Looking outside my window, it's not looking too bad. But boy, this radar is slow. They got a lot of users, I can tell. Actually, here we go. All right, so let's get an idea of what kind of direction we're looking at. Yeah, still northeast. I would say almost east northeast, but you can kind of tell. So this storm is starting to compete for the updraft, and you can kind of tell that too because this particular storm right here, this is the one that had a little bit of hail in the Saxe and Wiley area. That one's really decreasing in intensity. So what that's telling you is that this is competing. This storm right here is competing. It's taking all the updraft away from this storm, so that's why that storm didn't make it. So if you live in Lavon and up that way, then you're probably glad. Okay, so what we want to focus on is that again, this is a severe thunderstorm warned, a storm that has a severe thunderstorm warning. They put that way on it until 6:30. Let's see. Yeah, the shear hasn't increased terribly much, so that's good. But I would say that if you live in the, along I-30 on the south side of I-30, if you live in Rockwall, pretty much any part of Rockwall that is south of State Highway 66, just watch this storm a little bit. It may not turn out to be not much at all. But if it is, then if it does become something, you definitely want to keep an eye on that. But it's definitely got some hail in it. And matter of fact, let's go to the hydrometer. Let's see. Let's check this real quick. All right, let's go to the hydrometer layer here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so you see the yellow there. That is definitely bigger hail than pea size or penny size, something like that. So you're probably seeing some hail reports just south of I-30 or even probably along I-30. So that would be the county line across Lake Ray Hubbard. toward the south side of Rockwall. Susan, is that storm coming through Saxe? No, thankfully not. Let's put the reflectivity back on there. Good question though, Susan. Yeah, so just for reference, I know it gets a little crazy with this, all the clutter, but Saxe is right here, and then this, of course, this storm that's a little concerning is right here, and moving off this way. So not gonna hit Saxe, that's for sure. But again, if you live in Rockwall, Heath, especially along I-30, Fate, Royce City, just definitely keep an eye on that storm. So I think I'm going to try this. Let's see. Can I reply to you directly, Susan? Let's see. I don't know if I can or not. I'm going to try this, Susan. Yeah, we'll give that a shot. I don't know if that worked, Susan. I said no. Smiley face. So again, nothing too bad, but definitely got some hail in that storm, so we definitely want to watch it. So let's check. Let's see. All right. Try the velocity on this particular one. Yeah, again, just broad rotation, nothing tight. That's why you haven't seen a tornado warning or anything like that. So, all right, so let's do this. Let's go this one more time and go back to the radar. And all right, so let's zoom out on this a little bit more, see what we got going on. Okay, so got that severe warm storm that's crossing into Rockwall County, so be on the lookout for that storm. And then we have storms down south, if I can get this to work here. Pretty good little storm near Ennis, that's for sure. And then down closer to Waco. So, all right, so let's put this in motion real quick. So again, until the dry line actually passes through, we're going to see these chances for storms kind of pop up. And then move on to the east, and then like I said, this is not going to be something that's going to hang around all night, thankfully, but it is something that we definitely want to keep an eye on the next couple hours. And as we get more storms that pop up, hopefully not a lot, but as we get more storms pop up and we have any more warnings, then we will definitely I'll definitely hop back on and let you know. So again, severe thunderstorm warnings currently for let's see, Fannin, Grayson, Eastern Grayson, Collin, eastern part of Dallas, but that's kind of out of the way for eastern Dallas County, Rockwall County for sure, part of southeastern Collin County, Hunt County, and then the northern part of Kaufman County. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. So you can see the storms in motion here, and you can kind of see their general direction. But that storm in Rockwall, I definitely want to watch out for that one. All right, so with that, I will sign off for now. If we need to come back on, I will definitely come back on. As always, I'm watching the weather so you don't have to. Stay safe, everyone, and if we need to talk